Barcelona is famous for its beautiful beaches, flavorful tapas, and its vibrant nightlife, but also for having the world's longest-running construction site. Welcome to the Basilica de la Sagrada Familia, a beacon of art, architecture, and history that's been over a century in the making. While it is rather common knowledge that the famous church has been under construction for a very long time, it is seldom discussed what factors led to the lengthy construction period that is, as of 2023, still ongoing. Before we uncover the numerous challenges that this unique construction site was faced with, let us go back to the beginnings and see how all of this started. The history. It was in March of 1882, which is now 141 years ago, when Antoni Gaudi, Catalonia's most famed architect, took over the construction of the Sagrada Familia. The project was originally headed by Francisco de Paula del Villar, but Gaudi took over after Villar's resignation. Commissioned by the Catholic Church, the goal was to create a place of worship that would inspire those who entered its doors and become a testament to the spiritual ideals of the time. Gaudi once boasted that his client was God himself, indicating a great dedication and passion for the building. The church was uniquely designed as a fusion of the Gothic style as well as the Art Nouveau forms, and Gaudi had planned this basilica to be unlike anything the world had seen before. The Sagrada Familia had never been given a targeted completion date, with Gaudi once famously replying, "My client is not in a hurry," when asked the question. So, it came that Gaudi devoted more than 40 years of his life to this project, but when he tragically died in 1926, less than a quarter of his masterpiece was complete. And his untimely death wasn't the only setback that prolonged the construction time. The challenges. The building of the Sagrada Familia has faced a host of challenges over the years, all of which have stretched out its construction timeline. From its complex design to historical events, let's dive into the unique hurdles that have turned this architectural dream into a centuries-long project. Scale of the project. The first challenge to a timely completion was the sheer size of the Sagrada Familia. With over 18 towering spires and a vast interior space to construct, the magnitude of the project is simply overwhelming. The extensive scale contributed significantly to the prolonged timeline, each element needing precise attention to adhere to Gaudi's grand vision. Complex design. Beyond the scale of the construction, immense complexity of the design added another layer of difficulty. Gaudi's dream was for the building to be a fusion of Gothic and Art Nouveau forms, brimming with intricate details and structural innovations, including elaborate and complicated structures in the vaults, columns, and facades. Such complexity is a feat of engineering and artistic mastery that has proven time-consuming to realize. Not to mention, the basilica's detailed stonework requires meticulous carving, which is a labor-intensive process that cannot be rushed. The combination of design complexity and the time needed for such delicate stonework has greatly extended the project's timeline. Gaudi's death. The next big setback came as the already mentioned untimely death of Gaudi in 1926. His death left a creative vacuum, and progress on the basilica slowed significantly. After his passing, the construction has been overseen by a number of different architects. Each brought their own interpretations and ideas about how the building should be completed, often leading to debates and further slowing progress. Spanish Civil War and World War II. Following Gaudi's death, the project encountered yet another major obstacle. The onset of the Spanish Civil War in 1936 brought further disruption. Not only was construction halted, but the Sagrada Familia also suffered significant damage during the conflict. In the chaos of the war, the original plans and models were tragically destroyed. These blueprints were essential to understanding Gaudi's innovative architectural designs, and the loss caused significant delays. It took several years to rebuild the damaged parts of the building and continue the construction. This turbulent period was then seamlessly followed by the Second World War, which further affected the pace of work on the basilica. Funding constraints. All of the aforementioned challenges directly led to the creation of yet another big one, and that was the question of sufficient capital for the completion of the Sagrada Familia. As the development was primarily funded by private donations and ticket sales, funding became a major challenge, and as the pace of construction is tied directly to the availability of funds, this had a huge impact on the construction speed. In times of economic crisis and downturn, progress slowed down as funds dried up. Modern safety and conservation standards. As the development moved into the 21st century, modern safety and conservation standards came into play. These stringent and ever-changing regulations, while vital for preserving Gaudi's masterpiece, also contributed to the lengthened timeline. Construction technology. Lastly, Gaudi's design is so unique that specialized construction techniques had to be developed to execute it. While modern technology has facilitated many aspects of the building, this also added time to the construction process. The future. And yet, through all these challenges, the construction continues, and in recent years the development has received more donations and some governmental grants that help to accelerate the pace of construction again. Its towering spires, intricate facades, and the breathtaking interior offer a testament to human creativity and resilience. It is also important to note that while still under construction, the crypt was the first section to become open for the public already in 1891. Since then, the Sagrada Familia has been able to reach multiple smaller and bigger milestones and achievements along the way. The most important of which took place in 2010 when the Sagrada Familia was officially consecrated by Pope Benedict XVI as a minor basilica. Once finally completed, the basilica will have been under construction for nearly 150 years, marking one of the longest construction periods in modern history. Among its records, the Sagrada Familia is set to become the world's tallest church building, with the central spire anticipated to reach a height of 172 meters, surpassing the current title holder, the Ulm Minster in Germany. Even while unfinished, the basilica already attracts around 3 million visitors each year, making it one of the most visited monuments in Spain. Its distinctive architecture has also earned it a spot on the UNESCO World Heritage List, highlighting the innovative nature of Gaudi's work. Additionally, it's worth noting that the Sagrada Familia, despite being unfinished, has been serving its purpose as a place of worship ever since the crypt was opened. These achievements underscore the Sagrada Familia's significance, not just as an architectural project, but as a symbol of human resilience, creativity, and spiritual devotion. And all this before its final, grand completion. With its completion date currently projected for 2026, the centenary of Gaudi's death, the Basilica de la Sagrada Familia stands poised to transition from an everlasting work in progress to a completed masterpiece. From its beginnings as Gaudi's ambitious dream to its present status as an icon of Barcelona, the Sagrada Familia embodies a story of persistence, passion, and a relentless human spirit. We look forward to the day when we can finally see Gaudi's vision fully realized. Have you had a chance to see the stunning Sagrada Familia with your own eyes? What are your thoughts on the Sagrada Familia's lengthy construction timeline, and do you think it will be completed by 2026? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more interesting stories from around the world. Also, if you really want to show us some appreciation, check out this next video right here and make sure to join our membership for awesome perks such as special emojis, exclusive badges, and more. See you in the next one.